Hey guys, and welcome into the Roxy Report live stream. I said I was going to do a live stream at some point, and I think that I'm ready to do it now, possibly. So hop on in the chat, and we can start talking about some stuff. I kind of miss doing this. If I can use my phone to do it, then why not? I don't know. Very bad connection. Well, that's not good. Oh god. Let's hope it doesn't completely crash and burn. Okay, I don't know. I'm just going to wait to see what the quality's like. Can I not, like, put down the quality? Isn't that, like, a thing you can probably do? I can have a dance party. We've done that before. Let's not do that. Let's have it normal for now. There you go. We've got chat. All chat. I don't know. Every chat. We got super chat. We got none. I don't know. We got one viewer. Hello, viewer. The quality. Oh, they've left. What's the point? They're back. Hello, one viewer. Today we're probably gonna look up some transgender news stories and read some things, and my phone is plugged in, so it probably won't die. That's good, right? Probably. It's a bit late to be doing a video, I know. But I did upload a video at like 4 AM the other day, and that was absolutely fine. So let's hope for the best. We're gonna wait for people to start to stream in here. We've got 2 viewers. Hello everyone. If you're watching this, leave a like to let me know that you guys are here, or write in the chat. And let me know what you're up to. How are you? This is going to be just a random like hangout chat and just mess about video, probably in terrible quality because the internet here absolutely sucks. So if there's any stutters or I lag out, then make sure to refresh the page. We got 1 like. Hello, all 3 of you. Awesome. That's more than I could ask for. Let's be honest. Me just sat in a room. I never normally speak to more than 1 person at a time. So this is pushing my boundaries for social interaction. So yeah, I don't know if chat is working. I think chat's working. You guys have got the option for super chat as well. That's still there, which gives me money, but I'm not going to ask you for that because that's not the kind of person I am. Although I do have a Patreon, Patreon. And also, do you know that there is a new thing that YouTube's bringing in that is basically making it so you can now start to sponsor people, like on Twitch, I suppose. On Twitch, you can pay like $5, I think, a month, and you will get all their content and like bonus features and stuff. Well, they're bringing that feature to YouTube, apparently. This is from some people that have been beta testing it. And it allows me, if I was to have it, it would allow me to be able to hide videos from most of you unless you paid me. Which just sounds really bad. I would never do that. That just sounds awful. I know money is nice, but it's not to the point where I want to do that. So that's my prerogative on that. I don't know. We're going to look at live streaming a second. I got some news stories to go into. I have a podcast. If you haven't listened already, go and check out the Roxy Report podcast. I do shows there every other day or so. I'm going to be doing more as time goes on. It's all just about finding time to be able to do it. Hello, thank you for the likes. You're all amazing. And write down in chat. Go in chat. I think there's chat in this, isn't there? Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Please. Hopefully it all works okay and you guys are here with me. I love you all. So if you've never seen the channel before, hi, I'm Roxy. I do videos on the old YouTubes. I've been a YouTuber since 2000. Hang on, let me get my walking stick out. I've been a YouTuber since 2008. And 1 person left. My old person... My old person impression wasn't good enough. Okay. So yeah, I've been doing YouTube since 2008, and I loved every minute of it. And I had a gaming channel where I was called Jamie Gray, That went on for a while, and then I slowly started to realize, hang on a minute, I'm transgender. And I think, oddly enough, the first time I ever came out, by the way, okay, this is a story. The first time I ever came out on a YouTube channel or on anything was in a Fallout New Vegas Let's Play. Of all the places to come out, I came out on Fallout New Vegas. I think I was running through some sewers with my friend Boone, and I was like, hello, listeners. Will! Hello! Hi! I was like, Boone, I have something to tell you. And he was like, yeah. I was like, well, I'm transgender. And then, because I was trying to play it into the character I had, so it would seem less dramatic. That's one hell of a way to come out. The video is still up on my Jamie Gray channel. I'll have to link it in the description once I'm done with this video. But it's crazy. I loved, if you've ever not played Fallout New Vegas, it's an amazing game. And one of the companions is called Boone. I have a video, I think, on my channel that I did recently, which is, I think, called I'm in Love. And it has a picture of Boone with a love heart next to him. I spent ages on that thumbnail. And Boone is amazing because you will literally talk to him. And he's obviously not real, but you talk to him and he's like, yeah, yeah. If you know his dialogue as well as I do, because I've been playing that game since like 2011 non-stop, you know what to say to get him to say certain things so you can create conversations with him. It's amazing, and I'm really sad for believing that he exists. If you're watching, leave a like. Leave a like. Tell me how you guys are in the chat. He's a very good listener. Boone is an amazing listener. Yeah, I love him. I want Boone's babies. We won't talk about Clara. Only the real Fallout players will know what that means. But anyway, I'm gonna start talking about video games because that's not the focus of today's video. Today's live video is going to be transgender news stories. There's been a few, and I know I should kind of keep it to my podcast or the channel as a whole, but I want to do this now with terrible internet quality. I've even put down the quality of the stream. So is that making any difference for you guys, or am I lagging all over the place, all pixelated? I don't know how that's working for you. So yeah, if you could tell me. Oh, with my finger. Okay. Look what I got. Look what I got, right? I went on to eBay. Hang on. We had a like and then it disappeared. And now it's back again. Oh, what happened there? That was weird. Hello. Thank you for... And it's gone again. Are we still called the Sexy Biscuits? Hello, you sexy biscuits, and welcome into the Roxy report. Oh, I don't know. And also, you're not forgetting my sexy librarian glasses. We've got to give the fans what they want. All I'm missing right now is a banana. A banana, I'm missing that completely. I haven't got one with me, unfortunately. I ate all of them. Donald Trump is in the chat. Did you hear those breaking news earlier? Donald Trump, DNA results have come back saying he is actually related to a what's-it. That's new news. New news. New news. It's a new show on my channel. Hello, Donald Trump thinks I'm sexy. Or maybe he's talking about Boone. I don't know. Anyway, so look at this, right? Here we go. Look at this. PlayStation 2 magazine. I went onto eBay. I was like, what can I spend all of my money, which I don't have. I don't have much money at all. Literally. I only have, I get, I'll tell you, okay? I get, I think I get 200 every 2 weeks, okay? So I don't have much money at all, and most of that goes on rent, because, of course, I'm living with my parents, as you guys probably know. It's quite obvious by Monday Madness. But yeah, I was like, what can I spend my hard-earned cash on? So I went on to eBay. I was like, hey, eBay, what nostalgic stuff do you have? And they were like, here you go. I met this really cool guy on there. We talked backwards and forwards, and he'd sent me some different magazines. And I've got some PS1 official PlayStation magazines. Do you remember those? I remember those. I remember spending $5.99 every fortnight on those. And they came with the amazing demo discs. bloody demo discs. No, it was every month, wasn't it? That magazine subscriptions. Yeah, because I remember coming back from school and being like, "Dad, has it arrived yet?" And he was like, "Yes, here you go." And he would pass me this amazing bagged magazine with this amazing PS1 demo disc in it. And he'd be like, "Here you go." And I was like, "Oh my God." And I'd sit in front of the TV for hours playing the demo disc. And literally, most of my PS1 experiences were literally just me playing demos. I never played a full game. I had Driver and Dino Crisis. That's the only full games I ever played. The rest I played on demo discs. Good times. Seriously good times. Anyway, so yes, trans news. There's some stuff going on with the Sun newspaper had a thing, and oh my God, this is disgusting. Okay, so a news story popped up on my Twitter. I was thinking about doing a full video on this, but I didn't think I didn't really want to, because it's a bit kind of like, whoa. So a child in India was abandoned by its parents. That's not very nice. Its parents, after they discovered that her blood donor was a trans woman. She saved the anemic baby's life with a blood transfusion, but later found the baby outside her house with a handwritten note attached. I don't... Look, world, I don't know what's wrong with you, but stop it. Okay, the parents had deserted the child as they were worried she would become one of them. I know I shouldn't laugh, but literally, what are they thinking the baby's going to start doing? One of us, one of us. It doesn't work like that, firstly. It's not transmitted via blood. Okay. A quick lesson, okay? If you're watching this, family in, what was it, India? Family in India, if you're watching this, hi, by the way, subscribe. Super chat. Look, basically, you're born with gender dysphoria. It's not transmitted any other way. It's a problem in our brain. There's just something, wires getting crossed. We don't know how it works. No one knows officially how it works. And Will, nice one. Transmitted. Oh, very clever. It's something, how I've always perceived it, okay? Now, when we are in the womb, for a short amount of time, near the start of birth, of the whole process of the 9 months, we are all female. That we all are. We all are female at the start, okay? And then, it's in layman's terms, then basically, chromosomes go into the body and decide, all right, this is going to be a boy, and this is going to be a girl, and that's why men have nipples. Oh, that's so weird. I literally just said that as that comment popped up. Yeah, that's why men have nipples. Okay? What I believe happens, and if you explain it like this, okay? If you explain it like this, all the bigots out there who try and put us down as weird, it really isn't. It's just general science, okay? It's not actually that hard to believe. So, what I believe happens is we get both, either X or Y chromosomes. Something goes wrong in that process. That's it. Something goes wrong in that process. We are given the male physical chromosomes, but are left with the female chromosomes for the brain. That's my take on it. Now, that is the one that makes most sense to me, and I know that might not be scientifically correct, but to all the people out there who are like, oh, it's a mental disease. No, it's not. It's not mental health related. This is something that is hard coded. Okay. This is not something that's hard to understand. So that is my opinion on it. I want to move away from that. But, so she decided to raise the baby and adopt it. That's amazing. So you know what? This actually had a good ending, because otherwise this baby, who was dumped by her family because she had trans blood given to her, this baby has literally now got a family, or got a mum who obviously cares for her, as opposed to her family who would literally go to the extent of dumping their own baby because they had trans blood put in them, which is ridiculous. So she's going to have a better life now than she would have before. That's all I'll say. So it had a good ending in some ways, but for an experience for the baby, that is ridiculous, and I can't condone that ever. That is just horrendous. Trans people in India suffer high levels of discrimination, with nearly half of all trans children being subjected to violence before they turn 18. She said, I myself have gone through the pain of being rejected by one's own family. I think I'm connected to her by this bond. Which is sad, but sweet in some other ways. It shouldn't happen. And you gotta remember, this is 2017. This is 2017. Just think how far... Okay, look at other stuff, okay? Look at other stuff. How far has mobile phones come? In the last, what? Like, I remember when my dad brought home his first mobile phone, because he used a pager up onto the early 2000s, okay? And he brought home the Motorola E250, which was this brick. It was a brick. It was literally a brick. And I got my own one, and I was so cool at school, okay? I was like, yeah. I had my own one, and it had an aerial that you could literally twist off, because that was a thing. Maybe you had to try and fit it in your pocket. I don't know how that worked. So just think how far technology has come, okay? Why can't humans do the same? It's not hard. I watched a interview that Ellen did, and I've got this on my computer because it's a remarkable video to watch now. So if you haven't already seen it, go on YouTube and type in Ellen DeGeneres on Oprah, coming out on Oprah. Now, this happened in the mid-90s. She was the first lesbian to come out on national TV, because she was a TV star. She came out on her show, her own comedy sitcom that she did. And she basically came out and was sat there, and then they basically had the audience ask her questions. Now, one of the women who was in the audience stood up and said to her, well, what basically, you're shoving it down our throats. We don't need to know about this. It basically, my kids shouldn't have to know about this. You're really shoving it down our throats. And if you look now at what's happened with the gay community has flourished in the last 10, 15 years, which is amazing. Gay marriage has been allowed in a lot of places that it wasn't before. People are more accepted. There's gay people on TV hosting TV shows. That's amazing. Okay, Ellen DeGeneres is one of the most famous people in America, and she's gay. Basically, my understanding on it is that the trans community is about 10 years behind that. Our resurgence, not resurgence because we haven't ever started. Our surge started in, I think, around 2010. That's when I started to notice it more, and we just now need to get to the level that the gay people are. But unfortunately, it's not that easy. The LGBT community is unfortunately kind of put into categories. It's not as simple as you're part of the LGBT community, all of you will expect the same thing, because we don't. We aren't given the same kind of acceptance for all of the community. Gay people are generally a lot more accepted now than trans people are, and that's unfortunate, obviously. I mean, it's a pain in the ass. I mean, so basically, she ended up saying to this woman, we haven't ever been listened to before. We need to let you know we exist. That message is so true, because that's what I'm trying to do with this YouTube channel. I'm trying to let you guys know, hey, we're here, we're trans, we won't ram it down your throats once you finally accept us, yay! Because otherwise, if we don't talk about it, nothing's ever going to be done. Nothing's ever going to be listened. We're not going to be listened to. We're not going to be accepted. We're not going to be appreciated as human beings until we make that move to actually talk about it. And once we talk about it, all that stigma that surrounds our community, gone. Of course, you'll have the general assholes, but generally, the stigma related to the trans community will be gone. And I'm happy about that. And that's something that is in my possible future, at least in my lifetime, that could be a thing. That's my thought on that anyway. Thank you for liking. Make sure to hit the like button if you haven't already. Also, comment down below. Tell me your thoughts. Ask me any questions that you guys have, and I will make sure to answer those right now because I'm here and I can see them in the chat. We also have super chat, so if you have any money, I'd love to spend it on bananas. That's a part of this channel if we do that. Don't. We're gonna look up some more trans news because I always find stuff like this fascinating. There are some really interesting and worrying stories that come out on the news that are generally not talked about, and I think it'll be a interesting thing to talk about. Oh no, everything is horrible. I'm literally looking through this list of trans news right now, and it's not good. It's not good. Oh my god. Oh, this is a possible good thing. Okay. Sorry, by the way, the internet here sucks, so if anything goes wrong, refresh the page. That's all I can really say. That's the only thing that ever seems to fix it. So refresh if you haven't already. Let me allow. Do I want the Washington Examiner to send me story notifications? No. Go away. So, the Pentagon said Tuesday it is taking steps to be prepared to accept transgender recruits following recent court orders temporarily blocking Trump's ban. Oh, we've talked about that before. Last month, district court judges in Washington, D.C. and Maryland issued preliminary injunctions in 2 federal lawsuits that prohibit the Pentagon from moving ahead with Trump's directive to phase out transgender service and gender reassignment surgeries. Now, we've already talked about this before. This is something that is obviously ridiculous. These people are fighting for their country, and the fact that Trump doesn't want to allow that is ridiculous. If they are fit enough to be able to do that job, they should be allowed to do it. That's my opinion on it, and I just think it's ridiculous that he even made that a thing. Anyway, so we'll go down further. The DC judge issued a further ruling last week that specifically prohibits Defense Secretary Jim Mattis from delaying earlier plans to begin transgender recruitment into the military next month. So basically, they have been blocking Trump from being able to go ahead with this. Thank God, someone is actually standing up for our community. And generally, the people that are standing up for us aren't trans or even LGBT, which just means a lot to, I think, our whole community. The fact that these people are being like, no, Trump, you can't do that. That's not right. The fact that you go on Twitter and do it via Twitter. We have Trump in the chat right now. So Trump, I can't believe you. I can't believe you did this. Stop it. Anyway, so that's positive. The fact that the Pentagon want trans people of all people, that's brilliant. It's amazing. Okay. Let's go down further. Transgender rights. Of course, we should all have rights. It's our equal right as human beings to have rights. Oh, yes. It won't last long. The Republicans will find it anyway. Yeah, unfortunately. That's a fun story. 2 transgender women sexually assaulted in male prisons. Now, I'm not going to read the story because I don't want to go too dark with this, but, okay. So, the whole prison situation. Do I care if someone who is, let's say, male to female gets put in a male prison? Obviously, that's not right. I don't see that, but then again, if they've done something incredibly screwed up, then screw them. I can't be honest. If I'm honest, if they have really done something awful, then we shouldn't really give a shit. That's how I look at it. In certain cases where the person is only in there for a small crime that isn't very kind of like big, maybe they robbed a store and no one got hurt. That in those cases, that's kind of like, okay, that's not as big. But in terms of something like murder or other stuff around that level of, then obviously I don't care. But I think down the line it's going to be made a lot more simple for basically for people to be put in the right prisons regarding their gender identity, which should be good, and it'll get rid of this whole issue. I think that people are finally realizing that it's maybe not a good idea putting trans people in the wrong prison, because this story, not this story, but the story surrounding that kind of thing has cropped up so many times, and every time I've seen it now, you'll have the judges actually deciding that they should be put in their gender-specific prisons, which is good. That's a step forward, I suppose. We're just going to quickly check on. Oh my god, there I am. I just clicked on my face. Here we go. I'm just going to click on my video. Let's hit stop so it doesn't load, because that'll probably ruin the internet. Yeah, with YouTube, streaming. Let me get off that. I don't want to. We've got a dark screen. There you go. Back on light screen. With YouTube streaming on my phone, which is what I'm doing this with right now, if you wondered. Hello. If you wonder why the quality is so good, it's not, because the internet sucks. But believe me, it is actually quite good. We're running at, I think, 1080p, but obviously the internet quality is going to be buggered because of YouTube and its whole issue with pixelation. You know, you've probably seen it in this stream. So with my phone, I am able to stream it straight to you guys. I'm able to put a title, even put a little thumbnail. I had to take a picture before doing it. It was like I was at the police station, and they were like, right, stand there, hold this board, and stand to the left, stand to the right, and they always take the pictures. It felt like that. So that was a fun experience, taking the thumbnail. I don't know how hard you guys realize it is to get a good thumbnail. I've put some of the bloopers and behind the scenes in Monday Madness of me trying to get a good thumbnail. Of course, angle and lighting makes a good thumbnail. So what I normally generally do after recording a video is I will actually keep recording, and I will pull faces at the camera for about 5 minutes. And then what I will then do is I will go into Sony Vegas and literally zoom as far in as I can and go through and snapshot the best ones, because generally the camera will blur, it will do stuff like this. Now, that sounds really big-headed of me, but, you know, that's the thumbnail that's going to be on my video for the rest of my life, so I kind of want to make it as pleasant as possible for you guys. I don't want to be like, on the thumbnail, be like, you know, that wouldn't really be a good thumbnail, although it might get me views for the wrong reason, I don't know. Oh my god. So videos are coming up. I don't know. I want to do a video on intersex. One of our big viewers is intersex, and I want to do a video on that because I don't know anything about intersex. I know. So let's go through the LGBT, okay? We're going to learn something together here, because I don't actually know what all the letters mean, which is stupid, right? Because I'm a part of it. LGBT, full name. Here we go. Oh wow, that's a big one. Okay. Oh my god, jeez. Okay, so it's not okay. Let me. Okay. We're going to learn this together. So, we have LGBT, RESPCT. No, we don't have that. No, I added that. LGBTIQ. Okay, that's as much as I know. I don't know any more. So, we've got LGBTIQ, C, Whoa, what we could do is we could try and guess what they mean. Okay, so C. Okay, so L, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, intersex, queer. C is copious. I don't know. C is cantaloupe. A, asexual. Androgynous. P, penis. Pansexual. Maybe pansexual. G. I can't get sex words out of my head, so go now. Gender fluid? I think, possibly. N. I forgot all words that start with N. That's not good. We're going to look in this magazine to find a word that starts with N. Give me a second. Oh, this is a fun magazine. We got Ico, Hitman, Noodles. There you go. Noodles. Hi, I don't know. How are you doing? Right now, we are currently trying to work out Narwhal. Yes, Narwhal. That's what N stands for in LGBTIQCAPGNGFNBA. I swear my eyes are going to fall out. All right. So that's one N. There's two more. G again. Gopher. F. Flangy. N. Nonce. That's just a British slang word from the 70s. I don't even know what that means. B. Baseball. And A. Ass. I don't know. Oh my god. I'm looking radiant today. Why, thank you. Hello, everyone. I'm looking radiant today. Fun fact, I'm pregnant, so that's a thing. No, I actually am, in theory. Hormone-wise, I am pregnant. I have the same amount of hormones in me that a pregnant woman does, so in theory, I am pregnant. Yay. I'm going to call the baby Bob, and it's going to be brilliant. Okay, we do have too many letters. We do. Okay, I will say, I understand people that are like, why am I not included? That's fair enough, but there are so many. Okay. Does it give an explanation? Or it doesn't even tell you. We've literally done this, and it doesn't even tell us what they mean. Okay, we're gonna find this out, because if I don't end the stream without knowing, I'm gonna be so upset. Can we go back to chat? How do I get chat back up? Because I saw there was a chat that I missed. Hey, Roxy, long time no live stream from Ziva. Thank you, Ziva. I'm gonna try and start doing it again. I know that the internet quality sucks here, but we're gonna try and do some more video live streams like this. Let's look at LGBTQCAPGNGFNBA. Oh my god. Okay. PK. There's so many. Let's try and find the meaning for this. What is the meaning of life? Okay. The thing is, there's it's not just this one. Now, the one I did, there's a whole nother one. LGBTQIPS2SAA. I need to educate myself. I think this is what we need to do. Okay. Oh, okay. So let's go for this one, because I can understand this one. Right, so 2 Qs to cover both bases, queer and questioning. So hang on. People who are... 2 is two-spirit. I know that one. Q... So hang on a minute. Someone who is, let's say, straight, right? Who goes, that guy's kind of hot. They can be counted as now being part of the LGBT community. Okay. I is for intersex. Now we know that one. P is for pansexual. I was right. There you go. 2S is for two-spirit. A tradition in many First Nations that considers sexual minorities to have both female and male spirits. Okay, I'm learning something because I didn't know that. I've heard it before, but I didn't know that. A is for asexual, people who do not identify with any orientation. That does not also mean that they don't have sex. Couldn't do that. If I'm honest, couldn't do that. I not saying that I need it right now, but the option's there. You know, A is for ally. A is for allies. Hang on, okay. Let's just go in here a minute. So you're saying that there is a section in the LGBTQIP2SAA battery. There is literally a section for people who support us. There is a section for people who support our community in our own community. That's so backwards, right? Is that just me? That doesn't make any sense. Because they're literally supporting themselves at this point. That's literally what that means, right? These people that are supporting us, thank you, by the way. If you aren't any LGBT related and you are supporting us, great. But why do you get your own section? I don't know. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. I've never wanted to deal with this before. Yeah, Will, you're part of the community. Well done. Oh my god. This is brilliant. Haley says, hi Roxy, happy day. Yes, it's quite a happy day today. Thank you. It's quite good. That manages to be pretty inclusive, says this article, but also pretty unwieldy. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to remember this. Can you literally, right now, okay, if someone came up to you and said, what's the full name of your community, would you be able to say to them, well, good sir/madam, it is LGBTQIP2SAA. No, because no one in their right mind could remember all of that. And that's not even the full one. There's another one which we haven't even tried delving into. Okay, so look, I'm going to make this a lot simpler for everyone, okay? Okay, here we go. Human. Human. just singular. Human. If it was just human, wouldn't that be easier? This is someone who was in this community, okay? This is coming from someone who's not even on the outside, okay? This is too much. We are all human. Can't we all just get along? The human race has to divide itself up so much. And we have religious people, we have atheists, we have non-agnostic people, which are just, are they just atheists? I don't know. Anyway, but it's just, Will doesn't go by human, he goes by carrot. I don't know. I know that the human race isn't the best, okay? The human race are assholes, alright? But if we could just come up with some kind of middle ground, I could be the spokesperson, right? Okay, yeah, exactly. There's no confusion there then. There's no confusion. If everyone could just be human and bisexual, that would help too. If everyone could be bisexual and human, okay, life would be a lot easier. Because then you can date whoever you want without feeling awkward about having to ask them, have you ever tried going up to someone of the same gender and being like, hi, you want to go out? Because that's weird. That is an awkward conversation. That's an awkward sexual Liberian glasses. There you go. You can't have them than mine. It's a very weird, awkward situation trying to ask someone out because you don't know if they're bi or if they're gay or if they're straight or questioning or an ally. You don't know. You don't know. Okay, this is the trouble with dating in today's world. Thankfully, we have the internet now. We have apps. We have apps, okay? Apps are great. Apps tell us. Apps give us something. We can go to an app and go, this person says that they're trying. Although, Tinder, on the other hand, doesn't. Tinder, you have to go through their profile to find out if they are bi or whatever, which is awkward. OkCupid thankfully actually has a good system when it comes to that. But yeah, at the end of the day, can you point me to the erotica section, please? Well, it's right below me, unfortunately. So X-rated stream. I'm sorry, guys. It's this whole community, the whole human race are backwards. I don't know what's going on. We just need to all come together, realize that we don't have any differences. We've got to remember that we are all born the same. Human spirit. None of us are born, in theory, racist. None of us are born homophobic. That's built in later. That's taught. No, I know someone who's quite racist, and I'm like, why? What? Firstly, why am I spending time with them? I don't know. Why am I dealing with them? But there's a part of me that's like, why? I don't understand what happened to you for you to be like that, because there's no reason for it. There's no reason for it. It's ridiculous. It's just hypocrisy, you know. It's stupid. I'm gonna quickly go on here a second. Just check the chat. Amen. Yes. You know, I could be the new world leader. There you go. Oh, Illuminati confirmed. I'm the Illuminati. No, I'm not. Fear? Possibly. But honestly, I think that phobia, whether it be transphobia, homophobia, whatever, comes from something else. I don't know where that comes from. There is a hate on the internet and with people in general, and I don't think that's ever going to go away. And unfortunately, we can't ever stop that. But we need to try and educate as best as we can. And The Sun today put out a column from this woman who was quite incredibly anti-trans. There is a book written by Sarah Savage and Fox Fisher, if I'm getting that right. And they are, I watched them when they were on my transgender summer, going back years ago. That was like when I first came out, that was on TV on Channel 4, and it was amazing. It was like Big Brother, but with trans people, and it was great. If you have never seen that show, go and watch it. Alkaline, you're not late. I'm still here. You know, I've been going in like 3 minutes, but no, I'm not. But yeah, it's okay, don't worry. So they made a book called Am I a Boy or a Girl? And basically what this book is trying to do, well, not trying to do it, there's no agenda. There's no agenda. It's literally just there to show a different side. And I think this is the thing that a lot of people throw at our community, or any community that they deem different. They threw it at the gay community when they first started coming out, okay? They throw this idea that we are trying to force them to change their ways. That's not the case. All we are asking for is some form of respect, some form of nicety, some form of just love. That's what it comes down to, just love. Nothing else. So they made this book, and of course, it's now being made out that it's a horrific thing that's going to change save the children, pull them away, they become the trans. Oh, and it's just this really stupid ideology, and this is a national newspaper putting this idea out. Okay, what they do, and this is something that they do, and I've seen them do a lot, and it's not just The Sun. There are many newspapers that do this. There's radio. There's bloody BBC Radio 4. What was it? BBC 4 put out a documentary or something recently. I think it was either Radio 4 or BBC 4. They put out a quite anti-LGBT thing. And I think I've dealt with it with BBC before. I love BBC Wiltshire, and I've been on there and I've defended our community so many times on there, and I think they are bigger people than whoever was doing this thing on the BBC. So I'm not going to paint them with the same brush because they're not. But I've seen what they do, newspapers and stuff, okay? And what newspapers will do is they'll put out this horrific story, right? Now, recently, there was a trans woman who was caught for pedophilia. Fuck them. I don't give a shit. They're horrible, disgusting, and they should be locked away. I'm not going to defend them because they're trans. But, of course, the newspapers make it out that, of course, by the way, that's the main point of the article. The fact that they're trans is the main point of the article, okay? Now, that paints us all with that horrible brush, okay? That we are all in the same vein. And, of course, we aren't. That's ridiculous. And you can have bastards in every group, not just the trans group, not just the gay group, not just the freaking straight white male group. You can have assholes everywhere, okay? But what they will do is they'll put these stories out to stir up trouble, okay? They'll stir up the trouble, and then, and only then, will they then put out an article talking about how it's affecting how it's affecting kids. And what they're trying to do, basically, hello, cable gamer guy, what they're trying to do is they're trying to get people riled up before a story about children, because, of course, the biggest thing that could be an issue is kids. Okay, kids like that, you can't go near them. It's too far. Okay, so they basically do this to paint the trans community with a bad brush, and this happens throughout media. Now, stuff like this used to happen with lesbian and gay people, and thankfully, generally most of the time now, that doesn't happen anymore. So I'm hoping, with the help from other trans YouTubers and stuff, and because I think that YouTube is a great force, actually. I think that, I know that YouTube has its issues, and I know that there are idiots on YouTube, and like freaking Jake Paul, but you also have people who are actually trying to make a difference. People who are actually genuine. And even in the trans community, you have people that aren't genuine. I've seen videos of where they would just put up pictures of them and their boobs and be like, I'm trans! And it's just like, no, stop it. And I don't know. And it's mainly them that are focused on, if you notice. It's mainly the boob trans, or the trans person with the really horrible point of view, or what was it, that model recently? That model that basically said that was it actually incredibly racist against white guys, and it was just like, that's not needed. And then, of course, everyone loved her because she was part of the no, you don't. Racism, homophobia, transphobia, none of it should be accepted. It's bollocks. I don't. That's my personal opinion. But when it comes to YouTube, I think that YouTube will become a great force, because this is our voice, okay? This is our voice. This is our chance to be able to talk to worldwide people. I've talked to people in Australia. I've talked to people in America. I've talked to people in France. I've talked to people all over the world. You couldn't do that before YouTube. You could MSN someone or AIM, okay? But it wasn't really the same. Having whenever you had an MSN message, this wasn't really the same. And send each other emojis. Were emojis even a thing then? I don't remember. You had Bebo, okay? You had Bebo and MySpace, and then Facebook came along, everyone was like, ugh, Facebook's gonna be awful. Here in the USA, it's gotten worse. This is from David Blackwell. Here in the USA, it's gotten worse, but it will get better. I'm keeping my finger. It will. We just need to give it time. And unfortunately, time isn't that easy. What I find with stuff like this, and I've talked about how big an effect it can have on people. And Donald Trump says nudge. Yeah, Donald Trump, you really change your ways. Stop eating those Watsits and drinking the Sunny D. It's turning you orange, buddy. I put out on Twitter actually earlier. I do have some fun every now and again. It's literally a picture of Donald Trump next to a picture of Sunny D, basically just saying, "You drank too much Sunny D there, buddy." If you remember, that was a news story. I remember this, right? As a kid, all kids were addicted to Sunny D, right? It was just an American drink. Everyone loved it here, right? And literally a girl turned orange. Like the girl from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory turning into a blueberry. Literally that happened, but she turned orange. It was amazing. Oh, yes, I have. He looks kind of normal, doesn't he? It's weird. Oh my god, yeah, exactly, right? So this girl turned orange. Anyway, that's the kind of away from the point. But we haven't got time. Because unfortunately, everything's working against us. And you have the reason that the right side of kind of politics is pushing so hard against us is because they know they're losing. That's the only reason. That's the only reason Trump made the ban in the first place, okay? That's the only reason. They know that we are becoming an actual thing and they're trying to defend themselves as fast as possible. And that's in theory a good sign because we know that we're making some form of impact, right? Just slightly. But the scaremongering doesn't help. And we aren't here to be scary. We aren't here to screw you up. We aren't here to be traps, which is a word I've seen so much online. And this is another opinion that I don't normally talk about because I feel like it's a bit kind of against other YouTubers that are in our community, but it's something that I see crop up a lot. Yeah, I know, exactly. The word is horrible. Now, I want to talk about this on here, okay? Make sure to leave a like if you're enjoying this. I don't know. Leave a like. Dude, go and I'll tell you my story of Balamori, wouldn't you like to know? But no one's heard that show for a while. Right, so, okay. I see a huge trend on YouTube of YouTubers, trans YouTubers. I think it's a big trans YouTubers, all right? We're talking about people like, I think Maya did one, and Steph Sanjati, and so many other people. And it's huge YouTubers. And I'm not putting them all under the bus here. I'm just saying that there is this trend of trans YouTubers making videos called "He Didn't Know I Was Trans." Now, generally, most of these people that I mentioned don't fall into this category because there are some that I've watched where these people are so happy with themselves they didn't tell the boyfriend or girlfriend that they were dating that they were trans. And I could understand that if they what's it called? I think it's called, like, it's someone who doesn't ever come out that they're trans. It's someone who's stealth. That's it. Someone who is completely stealth. If you're stealth, fair enough. If you don't want to be regarded as trans, and I have friends that are like that, fair enough. I don't have any issue with that. Go ahead. But then to have a public YouTube channel where you're out and proud of being trans kind of makes you sound like a douche when you're like, "Oh, he didn't know, I tricked him." It's like, what are you doing? I don't understand why that's a thing. And now that obviously doesn't fall into Steph and Maya. That doesn't fall into that because they weren't like that. But I have seen trans YouTubers that are pretty big who have done stuff like that. And that's wrong. That's not right, okay? When I go on dating, I will tell the person. I'll be like, "Hey, hi, I'm trans, just so you know, so I don't jump out and scare you later on, you know." And unfortunately, there have been cases where people have been killed. There is a law in the States that says you are allowed to kill a trans person if they scared you by coming out. That's allowed. It's allowed. You're completely allowed to just kill them. Is that right? No, that's not right. That is completely screwed up and on a level of ridiculousness that I can't even fathom. That's another word you haven't heard for a while. Fathom. We're learning words today, guys. We're learning words. Fathom. Oh, such a good word. I don't know. We're gonna just quickly check the stream a second. I don't know how YouTube puts out videos. I put out a video. I put out Monday Madness on Monday, yesterday, oddly enough, since it was Monday yesterday. I put out a video of Monday Madness, and it barely got any views. I don't know why that is. I'm not sure what YouTube's doing right now. I don't honestly know. I think that YouTube is having some issues, because a couple of people did say to me that they hadn't seen it come up in their sub boxes. I know, sorry, I was watching back, and the quality of the video isn't great. There's a lot of pixelation. I'm sorry for that. I can't help it. It's our internet here kind of sucks. So, that's a law. That is a law. That is literally a law. Yeah, completely. So yeah, I don't know. That's kind of scary, right? That's not good. And what I try and do with you guys and just being here to begin with is be honest. It's all I can be. And you get my raw opinion on this channel. You don't get kind of commercialized bullcrap. I'm honest with you as much as possible, and I don't want to sugarcoat things, because that's not the way that I do this. That's not the way that I do this. I do this because I want to hopefully educate, hopefully give you guys a different opinion on facts and topics, and hopefully make this world at least a little better. You know, and I struggle at times with doing this channel. And I've talked about quitting before, and it has come up. Because sometimes I don't feel like the videos that the future... Hang on. There's a joke here. Donald Trump just posted, "The future's bright." Now, here in the UK, there was an ad for Orange, the phone manufacturer. It was called, "The future's bright, the future's orange." Donald Trump. Sorry. Okay. Okay. I had to make that joke. It was right there. It was just sat right there and waiting for me. Anyway. Yeah. Quitting YouTube has been a thing. Because sometimes I feel like my videos don't get the attention that they deserve. And I know that sounds really big-headed of me. And I from someone who, if you watch other people who are really big-headed, they won't see that what they're saying is really big-headed. At least I see what I'm saying is big-headed. And sometimes I do wish my channel was more popular. And I don't say that because of the monetary gain. Honestly. YouTube hasn't given me a cent. Like, in the last... year? I think the last time I got £60 was a year ago. Okay? They demonetized pretty much all my videos. Videos that come out will be demonetized immediately because they're trans-related. And then they will be remonetized, but by then, my videos generally will get views for the first... my videos generally get views for about 2 days and then kind of stop. And I get on average about 200 views per video, and I can that's great. I mean, I was at 200 subs a couple of years ago, so the fact that we're now at 1,109 is brilliant. But there's a part of me that does wish that we were bigger. And as I said, it's not for the monetary; it's for the educational side. It's just to be able to get my message out to more people. Should we start watching your videos about a week later? No, that would screw up with my head. Because literally, I've already mentioned this. I'm very self-conscious. I'm very anxiety ridden when I upload a video. You're seeing the dark side of YouTube right now. I will literally upload a video and I will be sat there, okay? And I will be sat there watching it, refreshing the page. Not watching the video and refreshing the page, because that gives me views. And they don't count towards anything anyway, I don't think, if you own the channel. But what I would do is I'll be sat on my video manager page and I'll be refreshing my page, seeing the views go up, okay? And it really gets to me if they don't get a certain amount of views. I know it shouldn't, and I've talked about this before in depth on the channel, and never mind then. No, perhaps don't. I'll leave YouTube forever. No, honestly, you guys, literally, the amount of views I get, even on a high watched video, and like a high watched video account is like 1,000 views. I've had 1,000 views before. That's cool and all, but even those videos get me about 10p. So honestly, it's nothing to do with you guys whatsoever. But yeah, it's an awkward situation to be in. It's an awkward situation because I don't want to sound big-headed, and I've already said that. And it makes me sound big-headed, I know. Just tuned in, Amber. Hi! Hello! Hello! Hi! Sorry about the quality. It's awful, I know. The YouTube sucks. Your videos always make me happy. Oh, sorry, I had a burp. Live action burp. There you go. Leave a like for that burp. Your videos always make me happy. I hope you get thousands of subs. You are great. From Hayley. Thank you, Hayley. It's very kind of you. I'm glad that I can make you laugh and smile. That's cool. So I had a comment. I think it was from Alkaline, wasn't it? Alkaline, you're in chat, yeah. I think it was you that commented. If it wasn't, I'm sorry. That basically said, "Hey, are you doing a Christmas video this year?" Yes, I'm doing a Christmas video this year. I do every year on Christmas Day. I film my entire Christmas Day, and then I make a silly video out of it. And that goes up on Christmas. You guys, you don't get that from other YouTubers. I notice other YouTubers won't upload their video until the day after. I actually upload. I will literally open my presents and then immediately go in and edit the video. I give you guys so much, right? I know, right? I'm great. Thanks me. Okay. Okay. Oh, Alkaline says today is my birthday as of 22 minutes ago. Yes, it was. Okay. Terrible quality. What kind of potato are you recording with? Clearly now, Maris Piper. Happy birthday. Yes, obviously happy birthday, Alkaline. It's your birthday. No, I'm recording with my HTC U11. Really good phone. Great camera. My internet sucks. That's the only reason the quality sucks on this video. I'm not recording with a camera. Don't worry. Oh, with a camera. With a potato. That was what I was supposed to say. Happy birthday, Alkaline. Everyone put happy birthday in the chat. Oh my god. It makes me so happy. Honestly, when I see you guys comment. And it sounds corny, I know, but when my notifications on my phone go off and I've got a new comment on my video, it's a certain feeling you get, it's kind of like, just that split second of, it's like when you get a Facebook notification. It's weird. It gives you that dopamine in the brain or something. I don't know. I really enjoy seeing and reading your comments, and I know I don't always comment back, and I struggle with anxiety in terms of I will see a comment that's a long comment, and I'll be like, right, got to respond to that. And then it will go around in my brain, and I'll be like, "What do I say? What do I do?" And that's hard. I can't do that very well. Cable Gamer Guy says, "I love watching you at." The message is gone. There it is. I love watching you and your dad do your adventures. Makes my mornings. Glad it does. We do those every Monday, and Tuesdays. It's going to be coming up towards Christmas, though, of course. So Monday Madness will be getting a lot more manic. So if you haven't already seen this week's Monday Madness, go watch it, because this episode was a lot shorter, I don't know why. I didn't record that much, but what I did record was great. It was really good fun. We filmed each other in a lift. We went to Pets at Home, and unfortunately, my poor hamster that I love was gone. So he's gone now, and it was really sad. I almost cried. I really wanted that hamster. You guys saw it in last week's Monday Madness. He was adorable. It was the cutest hamster I think I've ever seen, and for him to be gone just made me so sad. Let me open back up chat. Yay, a birthday wish of friendly people. I'm the president, thanks. Yes, Manic Monday Madness. You know, we came up with names for all days of the week for that series. So if we ever did one on a Wednesday, it'd be called Wheelie Wednesdays. If we ever did one on a Thursday, it'd be called Titty Thursdays. And Friday would be called Fatty Fridays. I know. we had a whole list of names for that series, and Monday Madness stuck. I mean, obviously, you know, that series started nearly 2 years ago now. It blows my mind that people even watch it. It's literally just me and my, you know, we still, I end up cutting out some stuff because we still get people look at us awkwardly when we're filming that in stores. We'll be walking around stores and of course filming, and we do get the odd glance of someone being like, what am I doing? That's what they sound like. I've never been told to leave anywhere though, which is a positive thing. I know a lot of YouTubers will get told you can't record in here. I was only ever told that once, and that was in somewhere completely different than we film normally. We film in Salisbury, if you're wondering, because that's where I'm based generally. But we went to Wilton Shopping Village. It's in a video. It's one of the videos with my nan. We end up going on an adventure. I think it's called Nan's Adventure or something. And we go on an adventure to Wilton Shopping Village, and it's this great. It's not great for me because there's nowhere that I'm interested in there. It's very old people place. It was all the shops, very old people shops like Bone Marsh and it's all very very posh there. So I didn't really have much fun. My nan loved it. But yeah, I ended up filming her, which she went into. I ended up deleting this from the video, so you're only hearing about this now. There was literally we were filming in this store which is full of all these random things like shirts, tops, clothes. It had like sweets and DVDs. It was a really cool shop. And I was doing my normal vlogging style. Now, if you notice, I don't like to vlog other people. I'm very conscientious about accidentally glancing across someone because I don't want to do that. I don't think that's right. You shouldn't go up to some random stranger and start filming them, which is why I can't watch those kind of prank videos where guys will go up to random people and ask questions. That makes me like, that makes me shudder. I can't stand that. But when I film my vlogs, I specifically film me and my dad. And if you notice, I always angle the shot where only I'm generally in it. And I will always get really close up to my dad with the camera so I can focus in on him and have everything else in the background blur. But we're in this shop and this woman came up to me. I was filming my nan and she came up to me and she goes, "Excuse me." I said, "Hi." Of course, I immediately stopped filming because I was like, oh crap, that's not good. And she was like, "You cannot film in here." I was thinking, why is that an issue? I don't understand why me filming in your store is an issue. It wasn't like I was going around to each item going, "This is £20. Oh, this item's terrible. This magazine is like a decade old." I wasn't like that, you know. I don't see any problem with filming in a store if you aren't specifically filming the store, which I never generally do. I film particular items if I can find some humor in them, like some puns. Puns are fun. And we did the Johnson baby one where I was like, "No more tears my ass," because that's true. Johnson & Johnson are douchebags and I hate them from my childhood. If only it was an antique shop. Oh, you mean the magazine? Yeah, it's I have some older ones over there, which are PS1 official magazines, which I talked about earlier in the video. Um, yeah, so I don't know. Videoing for YouTube can be stressful at times. Like there are times when we film Monday Madness when me and my dad have had an argument before. Like it's not always as you see it, you know. And that's very rare. I will say it's very rare, but there are times when me and my dad will have literally just had an argument, and I'm like, right, we're doing this video. Shut up, and we'll just go ahead and do it behind the scenes, you know. Um, Richard says, "Oh, hey, Richard. Just seeing OPS2 makes me smile. Also, hello, hi. Yeah, this is a specific issue of OPS2. This is the Action Hero magazine. There's this guy on eBay. I think he stopped selling them now. I think they all ran out, or I bought most of them. He was selling PS1 official magazines, and he also had this. I think he had 2 copies of this, so there might be still one on there. But yeah, he was really cool, actually. We talked about some really cool stuff. Hypermags. What are hypermags? I've never seen those. Because, of course, you're Australia-based, so I don't think we have the same stuff. We have official PlayStation magazine, UK, and we have other ones now. I mean, a lot of the really good ones, like OPS2 kind of stopped being made, and there was all these other ones, like Xbox, not the Xbox magazine, but there was loads of those kind of third-party magazines, which I really loved when I was working, because I'd have them on my lunch break and read them. I wasn't talking about the magazines. Those are cool. Yeah, they're kind of like antiques. They used to showcase SNES and Mega Drive games. Wow. Okay, that's cool. I had that was my first major console, Mega Drive. I love the Mega Drive. Streets of Rage 2. Yeah, that was it. Streets of Rage 2. I don't know why my mouth just stopped working then. I was just like, Streets of Rage. Yeah. Streets of Rage 2 was my first gaming love. That was. All 11 of you, thank you for watching. If you haven't liked already, leave that like button down there. But yeah. Gaming memories, eh? Gaming memories. I love it. It's something that really just brings me back. And I know that I don't talk about gaming generally on this channel just because generally my audience isn't that interested, but I still like to bring it up every now and again. Amber says, biggest regret, selling my Mega Drive cop. No, we have like 4 in the loft. We have all the different models of it. We never got rid of ours. I don't know why. We just still have them up in the loft. They're really cool. They're really cool. I did love the Mega Drive. It was so simple but great. Also, the best sounding console of that era. The SNES just didn't sound as good audio-wise. The Mega Drive sounded way more 90s. It had that synth. Oh my god, it's so freaking good. The Streets of Rage soundtrack is amazing now. I mean, there was even apparently a live show in a nightclub where the guy who did the music for the Streets of Rage games actually came and did a live show in London a couple of weeks back. That's mind-blowing. The music is that good. I don't know. Richard says, used to bring my magazines into school with me. Yep, did that as well. Remember reading the Driver 3 review on my lunch break. Wow. Freaking Driver. They were paid. They paid so many people to give good ratings to that game. There is the whole Drivergate thing, and that's going back years now though. But I remember that because that game was highly rated, and then of course people actually started talking about it and being like, it's not as good as everyone's saying, and then you realise, oh crap, they were paid off. Brilliant. Personally, I love that game. It's one of my favourites, so I don't care. Personally, I really enjoyed it. Handling and driving in that game is still one of the best games I've ever played for that. Amber says, upgraded to a PS1. At the time, it seemed like a good idea. I was 10. That's around the same time I did, so we're not alone there. And it was a good idea. The PS1 was life. Alkaline says, hang on, I have an idea. I am a potato. Did it work? It worked. You're a potato now. Am I missing a part of the conversation? Ah, you're a potato. I'm so confused. Oh, you're talking about my video quality. Yeah, I know, right? Damn it. Altered Beast, rise from your grave. Oh my god. You know, I may want to put some more gaming videos on the channel. I'm not sure. I have my gaming channel, but honestly, like, it's dead. The God damn it, Boone, my gaming channel is dead. I'll upload it. I have I think over 1,800 I think followers on there, and you upload a video on there, and you get like 3 views. So all the people left. I was terrible with it. I didn't keep up with it. I uploaded so many videos, but then I just stopped for years on end. So everyone just left. I need to make my jokes more obvious. Yes, you do. Oh my god. My throat's starting to hurt. I'll have to have a drink in a second. I don't normally talk for this long. It's really, really hurting my throat. What I might do is leave this up. Obvious like a lemon. I'm still really confused. Anyway, I'm an idiot though. So what are you expecting here? I'm gonna leave this video on the channel. I think. And generally, I normally delete my live streams because of the video quality. But I think we had some good topics to talk about today. We went into the fact that I think that how the LGBTQQIASDRESPCT is treated is obviously wrong, and I think we had some good talks about that. So there you go. Oh, if you're wondering, this is where I sit when I game and watch TV and stuff. It's been the same for a while now, actually. I've always sat here. If you watch videos going back years ago, it's always here. Apart from when I lived upstairs. Basically, have a wonderful night, Roxy. You are awesome. Thank you. I'm going to be going in a minute as well, so I just wanted to quickly say, if you watch back like really old videos on my other channel, like I used to have this really giant room in this house, but when I moved out to live in Trowbridge with my then fiance, that was then taken by my stepbrother. So Fanta sponsor. Oh, my throat. It's hard to, I don't know. It's hard to live stream like this because it's just constant talking. At least if I was doing radio, it wouldn't be constant talking. And also podcasting's easier as well, because with podcasting, you can just stop talking and then cut back in. Unable to charge your phone because it is using too much power. I know this live stream is really using it now. Yes, I'm asleep now. Work in the morning. Night, Roxy. Night. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here anyway. That is a good time to leave. Thank you, everyone who has watched this. Thank you, everyone, for liking. Thank you for being here. I love each and every single one of you. I will be coming back soon with a video. I may do a God, my throat. I may do another live stream this week. I'm not sure. I have a podcast. Go and check it out in the description. It's called the Roxy Report LGBT Podcast. It's now on iTunes of all places, so you guys can go listen to me there. Today I uploaded a new episode talking about Mad Mike Hughes and his journey to the flat Earth and weird conspiracy theories. So go listen to that. It's fun, and it's on Stitcher and all the podcast apps. And also I have a Patreon /Jamie Gray 83 if you want to throw me some money there, or on Super Chat. It doesn't really matter. I don't care, honestly, but if you do, I am incredibly grateful. So I'm going to get out of here. I love you all. I'm going to let my throat regain consciousness. I love you guys. But until next time, that's me out. Bye, guys. yes, I would like to end this stream now. Thank you. Bye!